We got the information that tonight is going to be attack on Kiev.
An unprovoked war in Europe is now underway.
The war has begun. We could not sit anymore, so we went and joined the army. It was awful. Trenches, mud, blood, gunshots, explosions. Before the war, I was actor, dancer, model. Then the war started. Me and my brother, we joined the army. So we become military commanders of the squad. So right now, I don't even know who I am. I guess just a Ukrainian guy who fights for the freedom. That's all. My brother came to my house with his wife and he said, we got the information that tonight is going to be attack on Kiev. So pick your stuff, take some papers, documents, and we're going west. I'm like, don't panic, don't be that guy. I was so angry at him, but I took some stuff and we went maybe like 100 kilometers away from Kiev, just in case. We rented the hotel room and we stayed there for a night. And then at 5 a.m. we woke up from the rocket explosions and sirens from the car. And I couldn't believe that, but yeah, the war has begun.
Russia overnight launched its long-anticipated attack on Ukraine, striking military posts across the country. An unprovoked war in Europe is now underway.
When we're in stressful situation, you can't freeze. So you have two options: fight back or run. So we ran first. We ran to the west part of Ukraine, and we were watching this news about Bucha, about Kiev, about killing civilians, attacks, and we could not sit anymore, so we went and joined the army to get some skills and to fight back. We went to recruiting center, so when we stayed there for like 3 days, trying to get inside the army. Yeah, but then they took us and we start our training. I had some experience with a handgun, with a pistol, but no experience with a machine gun or a rifle. So that was something new for us. We shot twice at the range, and that's all. That's all we got. And then we went to the worst part, east. Yeah, so my first deployment to east was almost without any skills at all. So we've been trained by the guys who were already there, who are fighting from 2014, and they taught us everything they knew. So if you want to learn how to swim, go to the swimming pool and swim. The first fight, we have Russian tank over there. It shoots at you, mine mortars, some kind of vehicle, and they all shooting at us, but we know why. So we cannot lift our head up. So we know that Russian infantry is coming too. And if you're gonna sit just in trench for 5 minutes without looking, the Russian infantry is gonna jump into your trench. So but this is our first fight, first deployment. Nobody had that experience at that time. And we will have to decide who is going to go there and watch. And when we were like arguing and all this fear happening, there was one guy in my unit, the machine gun guy. His call name is Pikefish. He's ex-president of American Football League in Ukraine. Yes, he's 42 years old, and I'm seeing him that he comes inside of the trench. He got problems with his knees, but he's just sitting on the floor, super calm, and he is taking his phone out and he start to watch a video with his 6-year-old daughter, where she's saying "Ой, у лузі червона калина." So when this all happening, explosions, gunfires, and all this shit, he's just looking, and then he's like, "Come on, guys, I'm gonna go." I'm looking at him and I'm saying, shit, I'm gonna go too. Yeah, and that's where I got my first concussion. Yeah, the tank shell exploding maybe like 5 or 8 meters from me. And I had this problem with my left ear. So, but we all came back alive from that first deployment. The life in trench, like Second World War. Yeah, it's interesting. We are living in 21st century, but we still fight like in Second World War. Trenches, mud, blood. I mean, it's tough, but you getting used to this gunshots, explosions, and that's fine. Live in trench. It's like you're homeless and you live whatever you need to. You sleep outside, you eat outside, I mean, if you can have a shower once in a couple of weeks, it would be some kind of cold water inside of the bucket. So this is your shower, but you're still happy after that. Best cup of coffee is artificial coffee at the 5 a.m. when it's freezing outside, and you have this iron cup which you have to warm up on the gas lightning or something inside of the trench, and you're hoping that this cup of coffee is gonna make you warm. I hate chocolate bars. I cannot even look at it anymore because I took a lot of ammos, grenades, and all this stuff that you need in my backpack. So I didn't want to take a lot of MREs, and I just took a lot of protein bars and chocolate bars. So I hate it. The boy on the war, he's afraid to die from a bullet. The man in the war, he is afraid to die from energy drink because you're taking those a lot. I slept when it was -10 Celsius on the floor, and you just cannot sleep because it's too cold. You're just shaking and trying to get some rest. I evacuated him from that position where I got this shard in my chest. So in the day we were on our positions, and I get this message in the radio that he got shot and somebody needs to get him out of here. And I went there. I get him out, and I went on his position instead of him. And maybe like 5 hours later, I've been shot too. We placed him in the trunk of the pickup car, and the guys took him to hospital. And he is okay. He is alive, but his left arm, he still cannot move a couple of fingers, but he still went fight. He's 51 or 52 years old, but he's like tough guy. I saw his pictures when he was 25. He was twice bigger than me. Machine. Yeah. And he went fight again. I'm saying, I think you're done. Don't need to. And he's saying, well, the way I think, the war has begun. Each family have to give at least one man. I have 3 sons. I don't want any one of them to go there, so I will go. I evacuated another guy when I already have been shot. We didn't have stretches, and his both legs were broken from the same grenade. So I took my sleeping bag, I placed him inside, and I dragged him maybe like 1.5 kilometers to evacuate him, and he's alive. To lose some of the guys, that's the biggest fear. I was cold in that moment. No panic, no fear, nothing. I read about this. I never believed in horoscopes, but I'm a Virgo, and Virgos is #1 maniacs and killers in the world. And I know why. Because they can do very scary things with a really cold soul and cold mind. Because when I saw the legs of my guy, they were like, and he was screaming. I'm not a medic, but everybody was panicked and screaming into, I'm like, shut the fuck up. And I just, with a cold mind, with a cold hands, I just start to give him help without any doubts. Put a tourniquet, I put gauze on his wounds, and it was like a normal day. My second deployment to East was a nightmare. My brother died there. Yeah. He was the best of us, the best commander. He knew all. He knew maps, tactics, weapons, vehicles, drones, everything. But the tank doesn't care. In infantry, we say, tank don't give a fuck how long have you been learning the kung fu. I've been shot the day before that, so they took me. I left the position to hospital, but I have a video when I'm talking with someone, like recording the videos, but I'm crying the whole day. I don't know why. It was the same day when my brother got killed. It was 8 in the morning, and I talked to commander, and he's saying everything is fine. I'm saying it's just a small shard. They're gonna take it out, and I'm gonna be back as soon as I can. And then I had a call from commander at maybe like 1 a.m. in the night. And these words I remember still. I'm sorry, Nazar, we could not save him. He's dead. Sorry. Yeah, so my second deployment was a nightmare. It was a lot of losses and wounded guys. One guy died from our unit. He was 19 years old. 19. Last message we got from here, he was a machine gun. And last message, he's saying, ворога відсік, я 300. But when the guys came to him, he was dead. Russians had more equipment, more drones, more vehicles, more tanks. So it was just a question of artillery and equipment. Because in gunfights, we were taking them down. We were afraid, but they afraid more because they have to go be offensive. A lot of Russians wasn't even fighting back. They were just dropping their rifles and just run. Now I'm reservist for half a year since this law came out, 8009. That's a new law. If you're last man in the family, you can go to reserve. So now I'm in Kiev. Trying to work, helping, of course, volunteering, donations, helping the guys, buying cars and sending them to East. I'm doing a lot of things. I saw my unit a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, shit, guys, I wanna be with you. And they were like, no, you done enough. No. Me, my mom, and my brother's wife, we started a foundation in the name of our brother. It's called Nazar Hrabar Foundation, and we are helping kids because he loved kids so much, and he always said, I'm gonna have a lot of kids. So we are helping to orphanages, like buying food, buying stuff, equipment. We also want to build a basketball court in Bucha in the name of my brother, because he loved basketball so much. We already done a championship for kids in the name of him in basketball in Bucha. I have no free day right now. I don't remember when the last time I had a free day. Right now, the thinking you're so heroic, you're so cool, you're so tough. But when you're gonna say that you're not. And all this heroic thing, there is no superheroes in the war, because we are all same. We have same blood, same fears, same body, and it's weak. It's very fragile. It's not the movies where the John Wick can cover himself with the jacket from the bullet. It's not like that. No. And I really afraid of all this heroic thing right now around me, because people made me this. Oh, you're this, and this, and this, but you're not. And what people like to see more than wings of a hero, he's falling. One mistake, and you're not the hero. As Batman said, you either die a hero or you live long enough until you see yourself become a villain. I wanted to get back the same day when I knew about my brother. I thought nothing can stop me, this feeling of revenge. But when you see your mom, who standing in front of the door and cover it and crying, that's the feeling which can stop you. If I'm gonna go back, my mom is not gonna survive this, because she's messed right now. And as she's saying, I'm the only reason for her to live. When you hear this, come on. But I don't build plans, and I know this is not the end, so we all gonna be there. It's just a question of time, and that's all. After my second deployment, there were like more than 10 my friends. We were sitting at the table, and it was completely silence, and no one from them could not look me in the eye. I don't know why. Maybe they feel sorry, maybe they feel, I don't know, but when they ask me, maybe I should go too, I'm saying, honestly, me and my brother, we went there, so our closest people don't have to. There is one thing that really makes me angry when I see in Kiev a conflict situation. When I see someone is about to fight, or he is talking this way, I become so angry. I'm like, if you're so tough, don't show it here. Go east and show it there. You have a lot of energy. You're so tough. You're so cool. Yeah, show me this, because I have seen a lot for this year and a half. I have seen big, tough guys being mean here, but there they was so afraid, so they even did not go to a position, and they were sitting in the basement. American and Ukraine military, it's different, because America never fought in trenches. I mean, from the Second World War. So all the tactic of American infantry is based on maybe a couple of day operations, or the CQB, the buildings, doors, covers, tears. It's not like you sit in two trenches. It's different. But it was fun to learn, and I got a lot of knowledge from there. At least patrolling in the forest, in the field, in the city, weapon manipulations, commands, and the most important thing, communications. Our instructor James was forced us to say, if you live in your position and there is something, there is someone still there, you have to slap him and said, last man. So he knew he's the last man now. There is no one behind him. And once we, one guy forgot to give this command to James, and he were left behind away. And he said, I never get that call. I need that last man call. If I'm not, I'm still thinking there is someone behind me, and I'm never gonna leave this position. I'm never gonna leave my guy there. One of the guy I knew, he was our driver in Moscow. When I asked him, what is your position? He said, I'm on Russian government side. And I'm saying, oh, so since you're on the Russian government side, go to recruiting center, become a soldier, and come here. I'm gonna be the one who will put the bullet in your body. He never texted me back. I don't believe any social media or news, because it's all full of shit. It's not like that. In social medias or news, they are saying we already won. But the reality is different. I'm getting messages every day that someone who I knew is dead. That's the reality. We all want victory. We are praying for victory, but when that day come, I don't think I'm gonna be so happy, because I will always remember what cost. You know what? You asked me this question, what do you hope for? And I realize I don't have a hope. I mean, it's not like emotional thing. I just really right now start to think of that. I don't hope anymore. I just live each day, and that's all.